You become more aware that where the limits of the body are. But then comes other problems. Then comes, my God, I chanted so long. I tasted so much prasada, how much halva I ate in the last 40 years. And I heard so much philosophy. I can go out and I can speak day and night, especially at night. The only problem is that there are all these idiots out there who don't understand how great I am. And I'm such an old, really mature, saintly person, and these idiots don't get it. That's the old age Maya coming in, the push of seniority. When somebody calls me senior devotee, I just go, stop it! This is really like invitation. Oh, senior. They will give you garland, put you on the vyasasana. They will give donation to you. So you can tell us exactly what we want to hear. Otherwise, shut up. Be saintly, be kind, be encouraging. To what? I will tell you what you should encourage. Every guru gets into this. And they get tired, they say, hey, I want to tell you something, you are in Maya, I agree on it, but the way you say it, it's so nice. I'm not inspired, Don't tell it like this. You could say it nicely. I give you moderation. Just be nice. Be a nice guru. Be a nice sannyasi. Be a nice, kind Vaishnava. Bless the dog, bless the kids, bless the, bless everything. Ashibad. One of my good brothers, he said, we don't have to discuss, how to preach to Hindus. We are Hindus. That's a long time ago he said that. One of this, genius forecast, I call them the forecast Vaishnavas, they can tell you what's coming. Because when you are very intelligent, then you can see actually, oh, this is what is coming. Usually such devotees are not heard from and recognized until they die or something like this, because they always speak about things which are coming, not even about things which are happening now. And most of the people don't know what is coming. They deal barely with what is coming now. They cannot remember what happened in the past, and they are shocked what's happening now, and they don't know what is coming. So, but fortunately, we always have some devotees around who actually have that kind of, they're empowered. They give us a little bit of glimpse. One is just to be alert when it's coming. Oh, this was the weather forecast. Okay, let's get alert. Let's be careful. That's how Maya is coming. So this kind of weather forecast, we need that. So we are prepared. Maya is coming all the time. She will not make exceptions. She will not say, oh, let's skip this temple, or let's skip this devotee. No, she's coming to everybody. And she goes, hello. And she comes sometimes so innocently and so natural. You don't even notice. Hey, she came. It's like somebody just dropping into your car and you suddenly go, and he's talking to you and you say, how did he get into my car? Where is he coming from? It's strange what he's talking. So this alarm clock, that's called Krishna's ministry. Therefore Krishna says, with the torchlight of knowledge, I eliminate the ignorance in the heart of the devotee. Not with the academic torchlight, with the descending parampara, mercy torchlight. Therefore you see an example of Srila Prabhupada, how, what he said. He said many things nobody said before. He presented the Shastra in a way nobody did before. Like Rakshasa, it was considered always like some mythological figures, some guys like little vampires flying around. He said, no, that's the scientist, the guys in the white coat. That's Rakshasa. He gave a really Shastra, he showed us, this is happening right now and here. It's not some mythological, word jugglery. This is happening right now. This is description of the present reality. This was actually your friend, that was the first point we had. He was immediately intelligently sensitive. yes, I saw quite a few things, I heard from quite a few people, but you guys, you are kind of for real, this is becoming real here. He made us make the connection, this is something I should do, not just here and, oh great, follow. No, actually I have to do it, I have to change something with my life, with my mode of behavior, with the way I act. That's what Krishna consciousness is about. It's a change of everything. Because it's just showing us a completely different level of existence, different level of consciousness. So here we have description amongst thousands of others in the Shastra, how God works, how great He is. Yes, He's great, that's understood. But how great? Because if we don't understand how great He is, well then we will probably not understand how that He is great. Because great, yeah, great. Everybody judges great from his own perspective. It's like the frog in a well, informed that there is an ocean. He goes, is the ocean twice as big as the well? Or 3 times as big? The same logic. God is great. Twice as me, 3 times as me. He must be really big. Because I'm always so big, So God must be really big. Better I give donation, some pious thing. Because He is at least twice as big as I am. That's big. There's people think like this. It's called Hindu. He is great. He can give something I don't have. That's good. That's interesting. Let's investigate into God because He can give what I don't have. Interesting. Let's see what He has to give. So it's like, very limited concepts. Religious concepts, pious concepts were very limited. Srimad Bhagavatam is way beyond it. Way beyond it. And arrives at the conclusion of unconditional surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Unconditional means no conditions being placed. Just service. There's some comments to it. I don't want to go too much.
I had one person yesterday who was kind of encouraging a little of this, like how Prabhupada, he takes away the false ego. And the first question I got, so is this discriminating against men and women, and what do you think about women? And then you just say, yeah, female brain is much smaller, something like that.
Well, that's if you want to get him angry. Otherwise, if you want to get out of it, you just say, yes, we are not this body.
Yeah.
You want to discuss which body is more valuable or bigger or smaller, this and that, that's okay, we can do that also. But ultimately, we are not this body. So this is the only non-discriminating movement. The only time you are not racist is when you are Hare Krishna. Otherwise, you must be racist. You know why? Because you will tell me, I'm a stupid Hare Krishna. Well, that's only racism. You're not discriminating. Hey. You're only contradicting your own statement. Why are you criticizing me? We are all one and the same. So what's the problem? You're contradicting yourself. Yeah?
So the Prabhupada, he was, or Chirra Maharaj, he said to Prabhupada, there's injustices in ISKCON, there's racism. And Prabhupada says that might be so, but if you think you are a black body, then you are a demon. So Maharaj made the point that there are demons, there's demons in ISKCON, they are racist. And Prabhupada says, but if you think you are a body, you are black, then you are a demon.
Yeah, ultimately. Because that's what demons do. They can only judge in bodily terms. So people still don't understand. They speak about the soul and but what the real picture is that, okay, then we are the soul. But that doesn't exclude, and that then comes Achinta Veda Tattva. That's a very important thing to learn. You have it all the way through Chaitanya Charitamrita teaching of Krishna. Achinta Veda Tattva. Simultaneously one and different. That means, yes, as the souls, we are one in quality part of God. But that doesn't mean that we are the same. We are also different. We have our personal identity, which is expressed in a perverted form, you could say, so also through the different conditioning of this body.
the attitude was obviously like challenging and not rather inquisitive. So
don't get too much hooked up in this way. You want to spend the whole day on the street. Yeah, it's a waste of time. Sometimes a neglect like, it's a very good preaching. Especially in Germany, we experience a very good effect. Because Germans always think, I'm German, I'm the center of the universe, I'm here, nobody will talk. And you go, yeah. But the Vishnu Maharaj, he was fantastic on this. People always like, after every Sunday, something else was happening. Well, nice talk, but, and then some challenge came. And he was like, He was good. Thank you. Well, that's your opinion. Next question. I mean, you can reproduce it because you have to be Bhakti Vishnu Maharaj, blue eyes, no emotional expression whatsoever. The guy was just speechless. And I wanted to have a fight here, and then he just put him like, and then, thank you very much. I mean, I was thinking, I can be cool, but like this is unbelievable. I have to learn this kind of stuff, I was envious. I cannot do that because people always get me, involved, and they always do, let's have a good fight. And because actually sometimes I do like a good fight, so I get involved. But like this is called Brahminical. Yes, very nice. Well, that's your opinion. Next question. And this you have to go on Sunday time, just because otherwise you don't get nothing out here. You have a bag full of books and mouth full of words. And that's not a very good service. Prabhupada said, very nice lecture, very nice program, how many books? Because this will stay. Because whoever talks what they think and talk, fine, but the books will stay around. I mean, you experience what the books can do. 2 guys, spooking through Denmark, carrying Bhagavatam for the vacation trip. And I think they admitted they try every evening, sit together and read the book. They don't understand one word, But they somehow saw this was something we should carry for the whole holiday around with them, isn't it? I mean, where is this coming from? So obviously that was the level Krishna wanted to bless them. You carry me around. You carry Bhagavatam around, and then how you spend your holiday. Understanding, no brain, just message. Just carry the Bhagavatam around, that's also devotion service. And even they would on a way conclude, I don't understand what this is. Then sometimes they hold Bhagavatam like this and they go, let's give it to somebody. So they give it to somebody. They distribute Bhagavatam. That somebody maybe also thinks, I don't know what is this strange picture here. Blue man, and is it a girl or a boy? And then they give it to somebody. Sooner or later, that book will find something. Somebody will open and go, wow, wow. I mean, when you got a certain candidate, you understand much, but something ringed about that. Oh, wow. What was this? You told me this as this sutras? What ringed the bell first? Simple, one line.
First time I found it, the intelligent person sees God everywhere, and immediately I read it like something funny happened.
And then what did you tell me?
There was 2 things. One of them was I found that Prabhupada says that a fool is recognized by he becomes angry when he gets good advice.
Yeah.
That was one thing. And what was the other? This chewing the chute.
Yeah, chewing the chute. Just one sentence, and it rings the bell. Hey, yeah, that's what we are doing. We are chewing the chute. I mean, this is a very deep statement, From this, you can suddenly get a completely different perspective on the world around you. Just one sentence. The rest, Chitraketu and all this, I don't know, I can't even read the name, you can't even spell it properly. But one sentence, bam, like this, oh, Well, that's the reason why Prabhupada said if they understand only one line, their life will be changed. But that's what we are living out. And that's what remains. I think they will make a monument for you here on the, on the shopping street, next to the fountain there will be a monument. Gonita was distributing here for 20 years books. Who cares? And then there will be the cross passing stool on this bronze statue, Gonita. Like they passed through and everything. That will be really your result of your Buddhist delusion. Who cares? Nobody will know she existed. Except few devotees who will definitely remember. So then, that's it. But Krishna will remember. He knows. Amongst all the Copenhagen citizens, who glide to various regions of the universe due to exceptional amount of hashish consumption, there was one who tried to distribute one book. Krishna was recognized. I mean, that's... Yeah.
No, but it's just a little... I feel a little relieved that you also like that this always asking, how are you, like that? Because I always feel very strange when I'm asked that. So it's... And I feel something's wrong with me. I should appreciate, he's interested in me. Like, but
for social purposes we go, I'm fine.
Yeah, but
it actually shows something, at least somebody knows you exist, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But you cannot expect some deep ecstasy from this. The real ecstasy comes when somebody comes and you know what? I'm not well. And then you meet somebody who will tell you how you are not well, why you are not well, and how you could get well. That's called a friend. And it's not going to be funny. It's not going to be pleasant either. My best well-wishers in my life were those who taught me things I couldn't sleep that night, It was horrifying. But I had a deep feeling inside, my God, he was right. The truth is coming. And this is something which gives you something to think for quite some time to come. I can give you quotes from my well-wishers. This is, for years I got this. The best days of my Sankirtan, being #1 distributor in Germany, for 5 years continuously. Every weekend I got it served by my GBC, a well-wishing God brother. Oh, here comes the master of artificial humility. There was a title, I could print a visit card out of this. And I could never understand, why is he saying this? I'm #1 on Sankirtan, I must be very humble. And he always came out with this. It was like a warning shot, one thing. Another thing is, there was a truth in it. Because I have the genetic design, I can convince you many people about anything. Actually, I look very convinced. But it doesn't mean I am. I can put up a show, I can roll over you, you will regret you asked ever something. That's called Nazi. But and that's what he continued to describe, Mr. Hitler, a very convincing personality. No doubt whatsoever. But the end was quite miserable. And that was the next analysis he gave me. He said, genetically spoken, you are born in Czech and your grandfather was a German, half Czech. It's the worst. That I agree with. Yeah, that was quite easy to understand. Because the more you realize you're not this body, you watch how the body works. And it's not difficult to believe that. Because you see, here comes Mr. Hitler and here comes the Czech. Okay, yeah, great. Sometimes it can be used in Krishna consciousness, sometimes not. And therefore we need all somebody checking on us. Hey, this is too much of Hitler. This is too much of Czech. And this is, hey. It's not that you mean bad, but look, it comes like this. There was the next advice. I'm all kind of this. of a Goldberger who definitely was subdued by his own problems, that doesn't mean he couldn't help me. And he did for many years. You know, he told me, yeah, I know. I mean, he asked me something, are you afraid of something at all? You don't look like that. Even he was getting doubtful. Do you feel some pain sometimes? He looked at me like that. And then, and he said, you can worry you are completely mad, but think about the people around you. I registered that one. That was good. Yeah, it's a fact. Actually. I assume the feature of a bulldozer, just let's go on, but you think, hey, there was somebody here. Hey, sorry, problem. I am now flat. Thank you for the preaching. This is all lessons which are still going on. I hear that voice. So we need somebody coming from outside, telling us, we all have something we should be aware of, and something which should be actually enhanced. We should be actually supported, and something which should be just little warning sign there, watch out, not this one. Okay?
It's our film.
Yeah, Srila Prabhupada.